Ladies and gentlemen, welcome!
I think you're getting the impression that something big is going down.
The NYXL dominance. And that was the Florida Mayhem in the lead.
Charge putting on a show right now, man.
And we are going out with a bang.
And the Shanghai Dragons, they find their victory here.
And that should get the job done. Washington Justice, Philadelphia Fusion, a bit of vindication for them now. Toronto Defiant, take it away. Wow.
Atlanta Reign making it happen. And that is how you dominate in Overwatch.
And welcome back, everybody. We're here for the match everybody's been waiting for. That's right, the Cobb Energy Center here in Atlanta, Georgia. Overwatch League action. Monte Cristo here with you for what's going to be a great series. Atlanta Reign taking on Florida Mayhem. Atlanta Reign coming off that big win over Toronto rather, yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. It was a pretty close game overall, but this is where, after the Atlanta Reign have had the hardest stage of any team in the Overwatch League based on strength of schedule, they are the ones that have to come back now and start turning these matches into wins so they can keep their hopes for the season playoffs alive.
It was about as hype as it gets with DeFran punting the mascot's head into the audience. Hopefully somebody enjoyed taking that home with him yesterday. And then, of course, his team punting the Toronto Defiant 3-1.
Yeah, good stuff that we saw overall. The Atlanta Reign, we knew they were a good team that was facing some very difficult opponents. They are over the worst of it now, and now is the time to start taking wins, especially against teams like the Florida Mayhem.
Well, it's time for them to start taking wins, to start looking ahead to those overall season playoffs. They want to get into the play-in, give themselves a chance to make the postseason overall.
Yeah, I mean, that's the main goal right now.
Yeah.
And for the Florida Mayhem, they have expanded. They currently have the largest roster in the Overwatch League, fielding a full 12 members now that the Seoul Dynasty had gone down to 11. So Florida Mayhem, this is a period of experimentation. They've been mixing stuff up with their roster. We'll see what is going to happen as this team moves forward, but it is mostly about deciding which of these players they are going to commit to in the long run.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, what do you think is the roster that Florida should run with this?
I think it's really hard to say. Honestly, since they got Fate in the lineup, the roster that they beat the Houston Outlaws with has actually stepped up. Maybe that competition from the bench has inspired them. As you can see, Dogman out here.
Yeah, getting selfies.
Getting a selfie with the crowd, always fun.
Why not, yeah? Pump up the crowd a little bit more, pump up himself. Dogman, always the showman as well. Maybe he does it better, change the name to showman?
No, I like Dogman.
All right, more man than dog now.
Well, I mean, it's going to be interesting coming into this match as well, because we looks like, going to see a starting lineup from the Florida Mayhem that is going to potentially have Byram in it, which is a bit of a surprise considering how well Hogapun has been doing.
Yeah, that's right. Well, until we get the game started, let's take a look at something else. It's tough traveling on the road sometimes to do some of these shows. Let's see how Atlanta Reign dealt with their first time.
Hearing the roar of the crowd and how incredibly behind Dallas they got, but also against the team that Dallas was playing. They were booing the LA Valiant when they come out.
Oh, yes.
I love it. I love it.
They knew they'd be walking into this match. Every step of the way, they knew.
I want to see if the Atlanta fans get behind the Atlanta team in the same kind of way.
아틀란타 경기장을 갈 때 익숙하지 않은 곳에서 경기를 하는 거니까 이제 많은 팬분들이 보러 와주시니까
I think it's pretty cool visiting a different city. When we played in the grand finals, it's kind of like a similar feeling. I think it pumps you up.
I want to see if Atlanta can reign supreme on home turf.
It's going to be awesome. I'm sure they're going to be really supportive of us and give us energy to win our last 2 games of the stage.
We've been beating Atlanta every time we face them. I think we're going to get booed, so I don't care. It's like them showing that they're mad at us for beating their team.
For me personally, I like to be the antagonist, so I'm fine with it. If that's what I've got to be, if I'm the enemy of the crowd, that's okay, because that's still fun.
저희가 아틀란타에서 아틀란타를 상대로 경기를 할 때 혹시라도 관중들이 너무 야유를 하고 그러더라도
I'm sure they're going to be booing every team we play. Hopefully the other teams get a little bit intimidated, you know?
It's going to be a hype event.
It's really important to be resilient to the crowd and know how to use the negative energy towards you, towards good.
야유를 하면은 오히려 나는 환호성 일어나서
오,
그러면
든든하네요.
좋아하지 않을까?
좋아하거나
더 욕먹거나 더 욕먹거나
I might try to egg on the crowd a little bit. You know, like you hear the boo and you're like, huh? Was it? You know what I mean? Might give them a couple of those. Might flex a few times if you're lucky.
Everybody in this building is hype right now.
관중들 앞에서 그렇게 한마디로 표현하자면 분노 아니겠습니까? 짜증나는 대로 이제 보여줄 거 보여주고 그 정도인 것 같습니다.
알지? 애틀 팬을 가서 우리 팬으로 만들면 되잖아.
그것도 좋지.
경기 해갖고.
Fans are packing in to watch some of the best Overwatch players in the world compete on stage.
Always good to play in front of the home crowd. Atlanta bringing the win for the fans yesterday. We'll see if they can do it again today. Let's send it down to Golden Boy to introduce our teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Southeast Showdown that you have all been waiting for. On one end, you have your neighbors not too far away, the Florida Mayhem. Whoa! But then on the other side, you have the hometown heroes, the Atlanta Reign. Whoa! Well, you know what? Let's not wait any longer. Let's bring out your first team to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm Atlanta welcome to the Florida Mayhem. Your starters for today are going to be Chris, Saya Player, Byram, Zephyr, Fate, and BQB. But now it is time for your next team. In Atlanta, I'm going to ask you, can you bring it? Oh, let's do it again. I said, can you bring it? Ladies and gentlemen, your Atlanta Reign. First, the emotional leader for this team. It's gonna be Kodak. The reigning Widowmaker 1v1 champion against the Brittlemaker, the Chatmaker, Baby Bay. He's Atlanta's secret weapon and lair. The man who barks the loudest in the league, it's Dogman. Their opponents may be Florida, but they haven't faced off against this animal. It's Gator. The man with some of the most clutch shatters in the league, Popo. Next up, Atlanta, it's your off-tank superstar, it's Daco. And the man who speed boosted across the Atlantic Ocean, some say, it's Funny Astro! So flexible in game, you'd think he was a yoga instructor, it's Erster! His name is an abbreviation for fried, but he's hungry for more than chicken and biscuits, baby. It's FRD! And finally, yesterday's player of the match against Toronto, the aggressive main support, Masa! Give it up one more time for the home team, the Atlanta Reign! Starters, go ahead and take the stage. And for now, we're going to send it back to your casters, the incomparable Monty and Doa.
Thank you, Golden Boy. That's right. It's almost time to get our match underway. As you can see, the starting 6 for Atlanta Reign. What do you think of the breakdown, Monty?
I think it's interesting. They're running the same lineup with FRD that we saw yesterday, so not at least starting Daco. But, you know, the Reign had a pretty good performance overall, taking that win. So if this is how they feel comfortable going into this homestand, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Daco missing for a while earlier in the season, but FRD now stepping up despite the fact that Daco has been back for a while. Worked well against Toronto. Let's take a moment, though, to focus on Baby Bay and what he brings to this team.
Well, Baby Bay has always been a very skilled player mechanically, known for his hit scan DPS, and he's had to take on that role of Zarya. When he was on the San Francisco Shock earlier this season, it was obvious that he was never going to get starting time over Sinatra, who has been the best Zarya in the league. So Atlanta Reign, when DeFran decided to step down and focus on streaming, seems like a logical decision to bring Baby Bay back on. He, I think, in spite of his excellent mechanics, he is still learning as a player how to have the best decision-making in games. Sometimes you see that he has some off matches with his Graviton surges. We've seen him flex over to the Sombra a little bit right now, and he's still, I think, learning how to best use that EMP. But from a pure mechanical standpoint, he is among the best.
Yeah, that's the thing. And the decision-making is a very teachable type thing, right? The mechanics are practiced, but you kind of have to have a natural ability to be on the level that Baby Bay is as well. Here's our map set brought to you by Toyota. We're going to Ilios first, then Horizon, Lunar Colony, Eichenwalde for our hybrid map, and finally Dorado will be escorted if we need it, that 5th and final control tiebreaker map. I got a feeling the crowd doesn't think we're going to get there, though.
Well, I think they would probably prefer a quick win, Doa, rather than a heart attack here on their second home game.
I don't know, man. I'm all about the hype, but looking at this series, I think the Florida Mayhem are kind of going to have their work cut out for them. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a trick right now. But still, Florida Mayhem running the roster that they had before they added many of their new players.
Yeah.
They traded for Fate, coming in from the LA Valiant. And Byram, one of their first new players that they signed. So we will see how they do with this lineup. Has a little bit more synergy than perhaps some of the ones with their new players.
And they've got a chance to be kind of flexible. Poco waiting in, gets Fate with the fire strike. Oh, that's a boop. Can Masa get back up? He can. Wall riding his way back to safety here in Atlanta Reign with a great start. A late kill onto Byram in that fight. And they are going to be in prime position to take this point when it unlocks.
Yeah, this is exactly what the Atlanta Reign want to play too. Yeah. They want to play into the 3-3 mirror. They are going to be the superior team when it comes to these kind of strategies.
Yep.
We often do see the Reinhardt 3-3 mirror here on Ruins on Ilios.
Yeah, we do. Might get to see a bit of DPS flexing on some of the other points when we get there, but good start for Atlanta Reign so far, and man, just no hesitation that first fight. We'll see if Florida can match the aggression, but it's tough when you're mixing rosters like this and trying to find something a bit more stable. The fight beginning here is Zephyr getting a bit zapped. Erster down though, Byram with a big pick to start things off. Maybe Poco can turn around with his Earth Shatter. We'll see. Gets a few, gets a couple. Byram knocked down, can't use his Transcendence, but he lives long enough. Has the opportunity now. Chris did fall though, So Florida fighting that 5v6. Now they're in the ground. The charge comes through. A low health Poco, though, has to be saved. And no, he can't. Fate takes him out. And Florida Mayhem turning this one around.
I think that was a really optimistic use of Transcendence by Dogman in that fight. Because now the problem is they lost a fight and they're not going to have protection besides that sound barrier for the incoming Graviton Surge from the Florida Mayhem. So Atlanta, they tried to play aggressive, but you need to win the fight convincingly during the Transcendence if you're going to take that option. Doesn't end up happening. And now here comes the grab. Maybe they're going to get melted.
All right, yeah, why not? You've got that chance for an easy solo kill on the grab. Masa had no chance to really escape that self-destruct. And now it's just a cleanup for Florida Mayhem as they chase the Atlanta Reign all the way back to spawn. Going back to your point, though, about Dogman, we talked about Babybay's timing and decision-making with his ultimates. I feel like Dogman kind of runs into that same problem once in a while.
Right, again, he is feast or famine. He is a very aggressive player. Sometimes he's going to win you the team fight, sometimes he's going to lose it for you, and there's not a lot of ground in between. He likes to take aggressive peeks on his volleys on the Zenyatta, but you know what? He and Masa yesterday, both I think were outstanding players, especially Dogman on the Ana was hitting a lot of the necessary biotic grenades in order to push the advantage in their team fights.
Oh, the stun on the
nice
Poco.
Stun.
Yeah, a little bit of threat there. I think that might have canceled him out of his Shatter. Hard to tell. Fate, meanwhile, Shatter of his own. They've got the sound barrier to move in with, and they take down Poco. So it's another 6v5 and BQB using all that damage on the Zarya to keep Florida Mayhem on the point just now, passing where Atlanta Reign got to on their first hold.
Atlanta Reign looking a bit sloppy. First off, they walk up too far and get staggered with the solo grab when there wasn't a Devo around. And now coming into that next fight, they do get a Shatter set up on them. Shatter canceled, as you say.
Yeah.
Poco's Shatter was in the middle of the animation, thought he had an angle, did not, in fact.
BQB just got the grab up. Florida Mayhem with the tools to close it out, but Baby Bay fully charged on the Zarya. If he's going to do it, it's going to be now, but no. Masa down the grab, and Byram comes in to try to save his team. Dogman pops that Transcendence as well, but he couldn't keep his main tank and his main support alive. Baby Bay finally coming back, though, with the killer. Oh, but the pin comes in. Baby Bay in a lot of trouble, down, courtesy of Fate's Hammer. They try to go for the sneaky back cap from FRD, but I don't think Florida's having any of this, and I think we're going to see Florida take a 1-0 lead in this round if they can clean up this last fight.
You also see the swaps coming in, so Byram just on the wrecking ball to make it back a little bit faster. Same with Poco.
Yep.
They're just going to have to clean this one up in the end, but Florida Mayhem is going to take the first point.
Yeah, you know, once they took that point back, they were solid all the way through, and that's a strong start for Florida.
Yeah, and I think if you're an Atlanta fan, which everybody here is, you look at that and you say, well, there's some really sloppy coordination. There was sloppy positioning that allowed players to get picked off.
Yeah.
There was sloppy ult economy, which opened up a chance for Florida to come back and really just exploit that weakness, knowing which ultimates their enemies had and coming up with a major ult economy advantage.
So we go now to the lighthouse, where Atlanta Reign will try to tie things up here on Ilios. Florida Mayhem, a chance to win the map. And they might decide to go for this Pharah. Zephyr has been playing a good amount of that lately. We'll see what swaps they make. Might do a bit of scouting here first. They might just go for it. You can go for the solo Pharah, but no, yeah, there's the swap from Chris onto the Mercy. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, they were just flipping, they were just getting the speed boost and then flipping over in spawn. Mercy flies to the closest target upon exit. So Atlanta Reign, they still want to play the Reinhardt 3-3, but they're not going to do it with the Moira. I wonder if they're going to make a switch right now.
Yeah, I think they will.
Sending Masa back.
Yep.
And they probably want to change to Winston also. So let's take a look at what Popo is going to do right here.
Now, yeah, Winston and Dogman swaps to the Moira. But now Florida Mayhem will have the point, and that's a position you want to be in if you're running that Pharah.
Yeah, maybe they also is going to change over to the Sombra. It's a low damage composition that the Atlanta Reign are running, but you can do this when they're running a lot of 200 HP heroes because you have enough damage between the Devo, the Winston, and the Sombra if you converge on one target to blow somebody up.
Right. Saya Player goes for the pile driver on FRD. Whoa, what a headshot from Saya Player. You gotta respect this guy's Widowmaker. Every time he brings it on the map, he's gonna find somebody.
Right now, though, they are trading a limb for a limb, but Chris finds the opportunity to res Byram. And
that's the thing. You got the Mercy. You're going to get the res as well. Popo down. Zephyr manages to find that pick pretty much during the res, and now taking out FRD as well. Atlanta Reign, though, they just jump on the point and flip it. at some point you got to get somebody on the point as a defender to keep that from happening.
I mean, they're still going to be looking okay, though. They have an EMP. They're going to hack some people out, but here
I
come
don't
the
know, man.
reinforcements from the Atlanta Reign.
That's the thing,
With Popo
Atlanta.
back.
They're getting people back there so fast. It's a kill onto Erster. Florida Mayhem struggling to take this one back. They have to use the EMP. Such an unideal situation. Fate grabs the 2K. BQB with that nano boost doing a little bit more damage, but Baby Bay gets the kill on the Saya player. So Florida, for now, not able to take that back. Atlanta Reign is going to hold for a little longer.
Yeah, they are, and because of that flip, like you said, though, this could have been all time that Florida was getting in that time bank, ticking up their percent, but it's not. Instead, Atlanta is going to win the fight and get the back cap to start things off.
Yeah, if Florida had somebody on the point to prevent the switch, they'd be over 80% right now.
And Florida now going to make a wholesale transition to the 3-2-1 composition. So they will drop their diva. BQB has been on the Sombra for a while, about halfway to his next EMP. They couldn't win the last fight with it. So pretty late swap here, especially with Atlanta Reign ticking towards 60%. Not a lot of time to get some ultimates online.
Yeah, we see it again and again. It's so hard to retake when you're running the Pharah. You got to make that swap. Hack onto Byram. Oh, Erster down Byram. Guess what, man? You can still regular fire when you're hacked. Erster knows that now. Popo looking for the knockoff. Oh, he got the Zarya Zephyr. Falls to his doom. And Popo with a great start on the defense takes out BQB for good measure. And I don't think Florida's going to be retaking it anytime soon. And they may not get another good chance here.
BQB died at 99% of an EMP. Finally gets it. And they're going to have to wait for him to respawn right now. He will get back by the time that this hits, before it hits 100, only 90% now. So they're going to come back in.
Barely back. The delay comes in from Zephyr. He saves it. Byram down already, though.
It canceled the EMP.
What can you do, man? That whip shot going in there, doing work, and Atlanta Reign are going to tie up this map. Going to get the win here on Lighthouse. Florida Mayhem lost the point, could not get it back. And we are going to the third round in the first map.
Toa, yesterday on Dorado, we saw Baby Bay come out of the losing end of an EMP fight where two Sombras EMP'd simultaneously. His was slightly delayed, and so it was canceled during the animation. Today, Baby Bay is the first one to get that EMP, and he cancels the last hope, which is BQB's ultimate, and they seal the point.
That brings us to Lighthouse to see who takes the first map in this series. Environmental kill bonanza. I love this point. And it's a chance to bring out some DPS heroes as well. Maybe Florida even thinking about that Bastion.
Yeah, they're trying to set up a hard point right now with the Immortality field from the Batiste. Gonna switch over to the Orisa. We do occasionally see this on Well.
It'd be interesting.
But see, the thing here is this is not a good composition from the Reign to break the hard point.
Yeah. Yeah, they're expecting more DPS, and who can blame them? Yeah, I probably would too in that situation. But they're going to run into the Bastion.
Yeah, you don't want to run into the speed grinder, and it's all about rotating away from this composition. They're going to try and dive in.
You got to keep BQB alive, though. Has to back away, gives a little bit of ground. Atlanta Reign at least can bully their way to the point, but no, Popo gets absolutely shredded by that Gatling gun, and now the diva out of the mech as well. Atlanta Reign going to go ahead and give this fight up. I think we're going to see some swaps.
Yeah, you have to swap right now onto a better composition that can actually break this hard point, provide some shield pressure. That's what they're going to get. Baby Bay switches to Hanzo. FRD will take over on the Sombra. Wrecking Ball and Pharah added to the mix. So quick swap from the Reign to try and finish out Ilios here on Well.
There's a lot of damage from a lot of different angles. You got the long range from Hanzo, damage from above from the Pharah, FRD sneaking around. Doesn't matter though, BQB is the Bastion sniper, I guess. Erster does get res, but Atlanta Reign slowed down a little bit more.
You're trying to play the shield right here. They can only touch the point when the shield is active, so you have to put pressure on it, and they're doing it from all angles. The Wrecking Ball is behind right now, Pharah's above, and there's the pick.
Saya player, Sonic Arrow to death. Now it's going to be the configuration tank coming in from BQB. Bastion ultimate, looking for kills. I don't know, those mid-air ones are pretty tough to hit. BQB not finding anything with that one. Here comes the Dragon Strike now. Bait down, FRD with the finishing blow. Zephyr out of the mech, and it looks like Atlanta Reign is going to get that flip.
Really good flank attack from the Atlanta Reign. Everyone was communicating their position. They had a Wrecking Ball on the opposite side. They had the Pharah directly above them. The Hanzo was applying the pressure onto the front, and the Sombra was also in the back, dealing damage. So not A lot of opportunities there from the Florida Mayhem to respond, and they are also going to have to switch. Can't retake with that composition very easily.
Yeah, definitely. Baby Bay trying to maybe find Saya player on the other side. That's a dangerous prospect. Pressure from Fate on the point right now. Goes to the back lines. Dogman just kills BQB.
Hits him with the volley.
Yeah, not bad. And that's the kind of play you know Dogman can make. He's a dangerous Zenyatta to try to approach.
That's just going to shut it down right now.
Yep.
Surprise play there from Dogman. And this is what we're talking about. He can be very good with those volleys and win you the first pick of a fight and consequently win you the engagement. And this is terrible for the Florida Mayhem. They are just staggered forever.
Oh, Byram. Another big stagger comes in courtesy of Baby Bay. And this is what you want. This is what's going to give you a big percentage advantage going into the later stages of the round.
Yeah, and Leonard can play aggressive because they have the minefield right now. They have a chance to clog one of these choke points with the minefield. On the approach here from the Florida Mayhem. Not a lot of tools outside of support ults for Florida.
Masa. That's a problem for Atlanta Reign. The Mercy down. He's going to need more healing than that. Transcendence. They scare Byram into it. FRD threatening that EMP, but now they're not going to have the Zenyatta ultimate when Atlanta Reign actually starts the fight. Saya player taken out. So the picks for Atlanta Reign a lot better than Florida right now. Goodbye Fate, and Atlanta Reign have put themselves in a position to take this map.
And it's okay to use that Transcendence if you're Dogman as long as you cover your allies and they're able to do something from it. Baby Bay makes the plays there to make the use of the Trance worthwhile.
Yeah. Whoa. All right, a little bit of action coming in now from the Tracer. Zephyr going desperate here. Byram on the Soldier. They got to get something done. They got to try it. There's the EMP. Oh no, Masa falls to his death. Got hit by that one. Atlanta Reign in a little bit of trouble here. Urster not getting enough out of that barrage. Maybe just enough though. Where are the members of Florida? Only the Tracer and the Soma remaining. A nice stick on the Pokebo. You got to keep the points alive. And Zephyr is down. That is it. Atlanta Reign take map 1.
Atlanta Reign wakes up after the first point, runs it back on the last 2, and through some great DPS play and some nice first picks from the like of Dogman and Baby Bay, they will take well, and they will take map 1.
Pretty epic first map. Let's see if Florida can tie it up when we come back.
The Overwatch League is powered by Intel. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7. And by Omen by HP, the official PC and display of the Overwatch League.
Mic check, hello?
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 Oh! You're so late.
Oh!
Whoa, calm down.
Oh, so cold. Oh my goodness, dude. I put the headset on and it just froze my ears. Dude.
Wow, your mic is so rough.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, Jesus. My hands are so cold now.
Warm them up then.
Yeah.
Just don't have hands.
Working
Just don't have hands.
My feet so cold.
You're very
now I have shoes.
I need shoes for my hands.
Oh, so gloves.
No, it's not the same.
Oh, no, so gloves.
Stop that.
Ark has gloves. You want some of his hand shoes?
I'm a cat.
Yeah, it sounds so beautiful.
Abuse my skills. Hackermans. I'm going into the network. Bypassing firewall. We're in. They're going hacked.
Should I start monkey or?
That's it, remember guys.
Let's go, Paulo! Let's go!
Neptune, I have a gift card. Can I redeem it for you?
No. Dude, I almost walked up the wrong side of the stage.
Hey, that would have been bad, but I've definitely done that.
What time is it now?
9:20. Time for you to get a watch.
Oh, it's high noon.
Hey. Gotta go.
Yeah, man. Wow. Well, it does get cold in Blizzard Arena, but it's red hot here in Atlanta as they've got a 1-0 lead over the Florida Mayhem. I love those conversations, by the way.
Yeah, fun fact, those like 2 minutes are actually the only appropriate segments of comms that it is possible to show.
We would have to bleep literally all of the rest of it out.
I love how half it's sure for as well.
Are you surprised?
No, not at all.
Me neither. Me neither. Atlanta Reign, you can see, digging deep, introspective. After that win, they did have a rough first round, but coming back and taking Ilios, taking the lead, and now we are moving to Horizon Lunar Colony, our assault map.
Yeah, sometimes it does take a little bit of time to get warmed up. We saw that a bit from the Atlanta Reign yesterday as well. But now bring it back, taking that victory on Ilios, looking for number 2 here on a map that the Mayhem have never won this season, Horizon Lunar Colony.
If you were going to pick a map to tie up the series on for the Florida Mayhem, you probably wouldn't pick your 0-4 map, but they're going to give it a try anyway here.
And nothing too revolutionary here on the defense for the Florida Mayhem.
No.
Going to be running with a 3-2-1 composition with Fate on the Winston. So a lot of this is going to depend on how much ult charge Fate can get by repositioning as the Atlanta Reign go through the choke points.
You got to build that primal rage.
But Atlanta Reign, they may be doing something a bit different here. FRD's been flipping off rapidly, so a little bit of scouting here from Baby Bay on the Sombra. He is eventually going to see people's positions.
All right, there's the D.Va swap from FRD.
Yeah, 15 seconds, so they can now
3, 2, 1.
Go ahead and check the comps in the tab. So they're just going to go back to the 3-2-1 as well. An instant pressure from Baby Bay.
Yeah.
That was a little early. Probably don't want to go quite that early on the back pressure, but...
Well, you want to make sure your team can pressure from the front when you're pressuring the back. That's the thing. And Baby Bay actually going back and swapping to the Zarya, so electing not to run the Sombra at all.
Yep. All right, that's going to be the choice here. So that's one of the reasons why he just capped real quickly and then went back to spawn to join the rest of his team. Makes sense now.
I got hit with a sleep dart, though. The rest of the team's going to have to try to protect him here.
Try and push onto the high ground. It is a slow roll. Need to protect your flanks, and
nice
okay!
Dogman!
Woo. Well, that's the end of this defense.
No kidding.
For the Florida Mayhem. Dogman once again with a pick opening, and look at him, 60% energy already. BQB did get a lot of ult charge on the EMP, though.
I mean, he would have had it for this fight if he hadn't gotten headshot by Dogman. Made him his dog biscuit there. Wow, that was a fast point A for Atlanta.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's likely to snowball, though, because of the EMP. So even though BQB played greedy and got the volley headshot into him, not sure how fast the Atlanta Reign are actually going to be able to take this next point. Here we go.
Yeah, there's the EMP, all 6. Get hit with it. And you know what? It's like you said, that's kind of what you expect. Atlanta Reign are going to get a chance to regroup here. Florida Mayhem with a chance to regroup. And now they're going to have Fate's Primal Rage as well. Oh, FRD.
Poor D.Va.
Oh, sadness. Death by the potatoes. Next to the potatoes.
The most tragic place to die.
I wasn't calling Atlanta Reign potatoes.
I was confused for a second.
Fi can also mean physically next to you guys. English is a confusing language, I know. I've been trying to speak it my whole life. It's not going well.
Sometimes more successfully than others.
Dogman close to the Transcendence. Atlanta Reign, with a little bit of poking, should have some good tools online to try to take this. As Zephyr's got his grab, though. There it is. Just going to lob it in there. And can they get the kills? We'll see. FRD gets demeched really fast, but they get the kill in a Fate. So a chance here for Atlanta Reign maybe to push in on this.
Well, you gotta wait right now. Try and get the mech back as fast as they possibly can. Transcendence has been used. Rally will now be Online for Saya player as the Atlanta Reign try and contest the point.
Oh, Dogman's down though. They got the grab, but they lost their Zen. Now BQB, EMP ready to go. They've got the sound barrier in action, and it looks like Atlanta Reign's going to need to regroup. This attack not going to work out.
No, and you know, Florida Mayhem is stabilized. Their ult economy is doing just great right now. Zephyr getting close to another Graviton Surge, 3 other ults online. So Atlanta, it really looks to me like their ult tracking of Florida Mayhem so far in this match has not been great. In that last map, Dogman got scared, thought the EMP was online and popped his trance. Yeah. They ended up winning that fight thanks to the marksmanship of BabyBay. But again here, they seem to not really know which ultimates are online as they approach the point. Walked straight into the grab right there and got the trance a little bit too late to save the mech.
I mean, now Florida's well equipped to weather this storm too. We'll see if they can. BQB can land an EMP. That could determine the fight. Zephyr's really close to his grab as well.
Yeah, you know, if Atlanta had thought that the grab was online, they would have poked a little bit more in the neutral before going in, but we just commit to the point like that.
Has to escape. Oh, BabyBay down already. And the grab from Zephyr just used to solo kill BabyBay, I would imagine.
And that's the second time this has happened. Happened on Ruins as well.
Why not?
Florida Mayhem is punishing some aggressive positioning of BabyBay. Sinatra plays like this sometimes too, taking an aggressive angle by himself on the flank on high ground, and it is punishable because there's not going to be that diva necessarily next to him. But really good stall here from the Mayhem so far.
All right, Nano Boost comes in onto Pogbo. Walking forward here, BabyBay in trouble again. And that's the second time they've killed BabyBay first in these defensive fights. Pogbo down as well. That Nano Boost not going to any use here. And better than anything, BQB's been able to save this EMP the whole time.
Yep, he's just going to keep using it too. No need to go ahead and waste it in a fight that's already won. So cycle it against the rest of your ultimates. Florida Mayhem coming up now on a sound barrier as well.
Why not let FRD live there too? I mean, it's going to take him even longer to build his mech. He'd have to run all the way outside to reset.
And you could use the EMP right when he gets the mech reset, right?
That's the plan. Well, here we go. They're going in now. Potential EMP. I think BQB was ready in case they jumped down over him. Or they jumped onto the point, rather.
We up top right now, FRD does get the mech back, so they can't strike in time.
All right, there's a grab. Now BQB coming in with a 4-man hack. Masa does get the sound barrier off, and Fate is down. Things going Atlanta's way so far. There's a shatter. Doesn't hit anyone, but it does keep Florida Mayhem backed off at least. Dogman's nearly got that Nano Boost. He was going to use it right away. Giving it over to Popo. They're trying to take it right now. They've got 2 ticks. They've got a good chance to finish it right here. A little bit of a longer fight, but it's all clean up now for Atlanta Reign, and they will take it soon. Just about right now. There we go. A little over 2 minutes in the time bank. Decent attack for Atlanta Reign. Maybe could have been a bit quicker with some better ult management.
Yeah, but I think we saw again Masa, who came up so big yesterday, once again denying another EMP with the sound barrier. This guy's sound barrier timings have been saving the Atlanta Reign yesterday and again on that attack.
We'll see what Florida can do on their turn after this.
Coca-Cola is the official refreshment of the Overwatch League.
Atlanta Reign getting the job done on their attack on Horizon Lunar Colony. About 2:12 in the time bank. Now they have to defend.
Yeah, it wasn't a very quick attack for the Atlanta Reign, even though they decisively won that first fight, simply because BQB, despite getting picked off, got so much ult charge. So sometimes it can be a bit deceiving. The Florida Mayhem were able to ride a pretty good ult economy into a decent hold on B. Atlanta Reign making some positional errors and some ult economy errors, and Florida Mayhem will shave quite a bit of time off the map. We'll see if they can answer with a double cap of their own.
Yeah. That chase down of BQB though on point A where Dogman ended up getting the killing blow, that was just a really nice sequence from Atlanta Reign. They knew where the translocator was going to be, and Dogman didn't even need to use right click there. Just got a couple smooth left click headshots, and that's another thing that we don't talk about as much as Zenyatta, is that if you're consistently landing those left clicks during fights, you get a lot of kills, a lot of damage in that way too.
Absolutely can. So Florida Mayhem, it's like they will be rolling out with the Wrecking Ball.
Oh yeah.
Sombra, Widowmaker, and Pharah. Multi-DPS composition. They'll be happy with what they see, which is Reinhardt 3-3. I like it. You have the range advantage right now. You can slowly poke this composition off the point. They can't activate a lot of their healing without being in close range with the Brigitte. So the idea is you're just going to poke, and try and force them to retake once they're already low and before they can really get a lot of the healing they need on the tanks.
Yep, oh, nice separation. Poke. Split from his team for just a second there. Masa a little bit low. Those rockets getting in there, and Dogman is down. And that's exactly what you want to do. Separate the tanks from the supports, and then put those rockets in a place where they can't really avoid them. And great start for Florida. Now the swap to Moira from Dogman.
Yeah, that's a great start because you eliminate one of the only forms of healing that they have from range with the Orb of Harmony, and now you can just pick them apart. So Florida on the attack right now. Atlanta's never really had an opportunity to defend.
Yeah. Masa's, or rather Zephyr, has been pretty impressive with this far. A great bio grenade onto Atlanta Reign right now. 3 members had that anti-heal effect on them. Now Pokeful, look out! The Wrecking Ball was right behind you. Saya player looking for some shots here too. Burster, oh yeah, we knew that one was coming. Yep, shield was in the wrong place. Oh, Fate's in a little bit of trouble though, and they take him down. Baby Bay with 1, but now Zephyr coming in with the nano boost. Watch out for the tires. Oh, they try to charge him. What a hack on a BQB. They get it done, or Baby Bay rather. In trouble, Zephyr finishes off Masa. That's point 8 taken.
As a heads-up EMP coming in from BQB actually ends up saving Zephyr and getting the full barrage off, so you get the DMAC and the elimination as well. Florida Mayhem, and now they have to swap it up. Not going to be playing a multi-DPS comp. Back to the Reinhardt 3-2-1. BQB staying on the Sombra, but heavy reset right now. Baby Bay stunned! Baby Bay's down! Baby Bay went for the play, and Saya player stunned him.
That's another thing. You gotta be careful. Sleep Dart onto Fate. Okay, Poke goes for the Earth Shatter. Knocks down Fate again. Saya player anti-healed. Can they get the kills though? Florida's still trying to push in. Atlanta Reign not really able to close any of those out. FRD throws in the self-destruct, and it's gonna catch Saya player. That's 1 down. Atlanta Reign with the edge now, and they're gonna take out Fate. Florida Mayhem gonna have to fast reset here.
Bouncing back, the Atlanta Reign. Scary there for a moment when Baby Bay fell, but thanks to the proximity of the spawn, he's going to be okay. EMP going to be in his back pocket right now. Florida Mayhem coming up on another EMP of their own. But considering that was an economy push after Florida almost wholesale swapped their composition, and they completely reset their economy by using the Sombra ult in that last fight, this is looking pretty good for Florida overall. They got a lot more ult charge as a result of the Baby Bay limb that they might not have gotten otherwise.
A little bit more poking and they can make a solid push, but Baby Bay up on high goes for the EMP. Hits 4 people. Jumping down, luckily the Transcendence able to be used by Byram to keep Florida healed up. Dogman not quite able to land the big bio grenade just yet. He goes for the hack from on high, but the Zarya shield is there onto Poco. Gets stunned though, gets taken out, and Chris with a big finish there. Good shield bash to set that one up. BQB does get hacked though, he can't use his EMP right now. Anti-healed, he's got to stay alive. Translocates to safety, gets hacked again. Still can't EMP. If they can kill him, that is huge for Atlanta. Oh, but they lose Erster instead. BQB finally gets the EMP off, and there goes FRD. Fate waiting for a chance to shatter after Poco didn't get much with his. He's going to use it on the Dogman, gets him, and that's going to be point B taken by Florida Mayhem with a better time in the time bank.
Yes, over 4 minutes remaining here for the Florida Mayhem, so they will have a substantial advantage heading into our time bank rounds.
Great run for Florida, putting themselves in the lead. As we go into the break, we'll be right back with time bank after this. Florida Mayhem getting it done with 4:09 in the time bank. Great start for them on this map. Giving 2 points over the Atlanta Reign, but definitely making a bit of a hold before they do. And so now Atlanta Reign on the attack again. And with a time bank that your opponent has like that, over 4 minutes, really a lot of pressure on Atlanta to complete it again.
Yeah, and you know, Florida, I think, has had a better grasp of how to use their ult economy and be efficient with it than Atlanta has so far in this match. Atlanta has been winning fights by 1 or 2 players popping off and getting a bunch of eliminations. That's not really where you want to place your bets in a game that is as team-based as Overwatch League. The consistency of a strong ult economy, especially in 3-3, is just so important.
Yeah. Early hack on the Baby Bay as Atlanta tries to advance onto the point. Dogman under pressure as well. They're going to go through the stairway. What's the plan from Florida? Just going to give a bit of ground and they're going to fight him on the point. Does Atlanta jump down? Maybe.
I mean, you definitely don't want to fight this fight in this position if you're the Florida Mayhem.
Uh-oh, BQB down. Dogman finds the pick again. This is why this guy is so crucial to this team. Goodbye Fate. Hiram gets a bit of revenge on the Dogman, but Atlanta Reign still with the advantage going into this one with their main tank alive.
Yeah, and they have the Reinhardt advantage too. So now that you're trying to get the retake with a Winston, it becomes very tricky indeed. Sure. Lucio, although a bit lonely on the outside right now, does get a Zarya bubble. So a little bit dicey there for Masa.
Yep. Atlanta Reign trying to hold here. They nearly have point A. There's Zephyr. He's got the nano boost. He's coming in, stun on the Baby Bay, gets knocked off of the point, and Zephyr's grab gets eaten by FRD. Atlanta Reign bringing it back. They're going to win this fight. They're going to take point A.
Oh boy, in Florida Mayhem, they've got an EMP, but they used a whole hell of a lot. Atlanta Reign, they have an opportunity now. Dogman and Masa can poke in for just a second right here. Play a little bit passively, try and hide around those corners. You can see they're split up. Gonna go after a solo grab.
All right, can they make it work though? No kills just yet. Dogman with the Transcendence. Primal Rage from Fate now as he tries to scatter the members of Reign. BQB looking to go for that EMP. I think the Translocator might have gotten shot the first time. Yeah, uses another one to get up onto the high ground. Waiting for Atlanta Reign to push him, but they're chasing him down. Has to use another Translocator. Big EMP gets used, but no. Masa saves it again at the center, but they lose Poco. Main takes down. And Atlanta Reign struggling here. You know, Masa did his job though. He saved it, he got the sound barrier on his team, but losing the tank, losing Poco is just too much.
I mean, he did his job because Dogman panic tranced again, and the EMP didn't come out. So Dogman basically wins the fight on the first point through a great pick onto BQB, but you have to be able to save that trance, and it's a positional game.
Yeah.
You know, if you force the Sombra to make a choice, am I going to try and find the Zenyatta alone, or am I going to try and get the bulk of the players and miss this end?
Back on FRD. As Atlanta pushes in, Poco goes for the counter shatter, doesn't get much with it. Byram with the Transcendence, Poco down, got carved off from his team and carved out of the game as well. Now Zephyr pushing in with a ton of energy, doing so much damage on that Zarya. Fate down, but Ursher Baby Bay soon to follow. Atlanta Reign, their attack falling apart here, and I don't think the supports and a D-Meg Diva are going to be enough to do this one, and it's a solid defense from the Florida Mayhem.
Yeah, they'll be feeling very comfortable with 4 minutes and 9 seconds in the time bank after that, holding on B.
Yeah.
And Florida, they've shown that they are capable of upsets. They took out the Houston Outlaws, which by all accounts right now is a top 10 team in this league. They're in the Stage 3 playoffs.
Well, when a team is making the changes that Florida is making, you never quite know when they're going to hit on that roster that suddenly seems to click. And keep in mind, Horizon Lunar Colony is a map that the Florida Mayhem have not won in the Overwatch League this year, too.
Yeah, it's a very important win here for Florida, a chance to equalize heading in to our halftime.
Yeah.
So strong defense necessary right now from the Atlanta Reign. There is no possibility of a draw because they did take 55.6% of point B. So someone is heading out of Horizon a winner and someone is heading out a loser.
Someone go and get that jar of peanut butter. I mean, I don't know, but
there's plenty more in there.
I know you're growing food here, but still, it could get scarce real fast. You know?
It's just wasteful to leave your peanut butter out on the lunar landscape.
I mean, it does last for a long time.
That's true.
But, you know.
That's true.
Yeah. Waste not, want not, as they say. Someone should tell Dogman that about his ultimate style. Hey, I mean, we
usually I'm the one who gets booed by the crowd.
I know, right? Well, I gotta find it sometimes. You know, we draw the comparison between Baby Bay and Dogman. Great mechanics, questionable ult usage sometimes. See if they can clean it up a little bit here on the defense. They're gonna have to have a pretty amazing one if they're gonna win this map. Saya player takes a big volley. Nearly another victim of Dogman.
All right, so they're anticipating the same kind of attack right now. So Ursa is going to be playing the Batiste, a little more pressure onto the Pharah. And if they try and come in and chip out your tanks, this also eliminates the problem of you having to get in close range to activate a lot of your healing. You got tons of AoE healing.
Yeah. I mean, the Baptiste is just way better. Oh, and Fate down. Ursa finds the kill first off. You saw Fate going really aggressive there. Going in alone, and yeah, you get that extra shielding from the adaptive shielding that Wrecking Ball has, but if the rest of your team isn't there to follow up or put pressure on the point, you're kind of just a bowling ball against the world's most dangerous pins.
Yeah, and you have to take advantage of this if you're Florida by thinking, okay, they don't have a Brigitte, so you can play more aggressively in the back line with your Sombra because there's less of it. There's no chance of you getting stunned, right?
Yeah, sure.
So you can poke in a little longer. You can take a more aggressive flank.
Yep. Man, those tires get in the way of the Rockets a lot, don't they?
Or the barrage. Sometimes you kill yourself.
Yeah, you gotta watch out. Those tires are like the 7th man for the defense. Fate, pretending to be a tire for a second, swinging around. Poco taking a lot of damage here. Could be in a little bit of trouble. Baby Bay doing a lot of damage himself. And Zephyr, the first to fall. Big right clicks coming in. Goes for the grab to seal the deal. All right. Dedicating the grab to make sure they win that fight. And you want to burn all the time you can off of the time bank here.
Yeah, only one ult used though, so not the worst thing in the world for the Reign. They have taken a lot of time, usually 2 minutes off the clock already. I'm feeling pretty good about how this defense is going. Love the compositional change that they made over to the Beast. Florida Mayhem going to respond with a 3-2-1 composition though, and this is the right call.
Yeah.
Get onto the point right now. Get into melee range with your Brigitte. You have a stronger front line.
Into the EMP, and here we go, Nano Boost. Used by Byram. Saya player down though. Unfortunately for him, Fate couldn't keep the Brigitte alive. And Florida Mayhem backing off again. Atlanta Reign starting to make this defense look easy.
I mean, Florida needs to set up BQB for the EMP before they approach.
Yeah.
Like if they see BQB run off to the side, Atlanta Reign can simply speed boost onto the members of the Florida Mayhem in a guaranteed 6 versus 5. So BQB needs to set up first. Bit of a sloppy position from Florida Mayhem on that attack. Still have time though, plenty of time. They did take a tick off the point, so it makes it slightly easier.
Sure, they have time, but not only do they need to take point A, they need to take a little over half of point B as well. So they need to get this done fast.
And they can. They get an additional 30 seconds at least. There's something to work with here, even if they do push it into overtime. Everybody grouping up at the bottom of the staircase right now. They're going to try and bait them in here from the EMP.
Really need to get a good EMP. They get 3 with it. Fanatic Goose, Baby Bay. Immortality Field comes in. Can't save Popo though. Baby Bay getting really low. There's the sound barrier. Atlanta Reign's remaining members fortified a bit as they drop down to the point to try to defend it. Baby Bay's grab could make the difference. He's gonna solo grab Fate, but where's the damage? There it is. Urster putting down the Matrix and giving him what they need to defend. And now it's under a minute for the Florida Mayhem. They need to regroup ASAP because they're only gonna get one more shot at this.
Erster with the Immortality Field saved that fight.
Yeah.
And then coming up with the Sound Barrier as well. Atlanta Reign is playing very nicely into these EMPs. They have a plan. They knew that that was going to be a bait to set up the EMP in the first place. And then once the fight was concluding, they knew that they were going to have to walk into them. The Florida Mayhem, they had the amplification matrix there ready and waiting to deal the damage. And now it's do or die. Florida have a lot of ults.
Oh, Byram down. Atlanta Reign with a big pick to start this one up. Somehow, some way, FRD got in there. There's the grab. Popo a little bit low. Oh boy, that's a shatter. Coming in from Bait, but no kills off it just yet. Once again, the Immortality Field doing its work, and there goes Fate. Overtime ticking away, and Atlanta Reign will take the 2-0 lead. What a defense from the Reign.
A 4-minute and 9-second defense. Great use of the Batiste. Erster coming up massive. Strategic move was great to move to the Batiste 3-3. And then on top of that, 2 great Immortality Fields to keep his allies up, especially when the EMPs were coming in.
Florida so close, but yet so far. Atlanta Reign on top for the moment, 2-0 as we go into halftime. You gotta wonder what the coaches are gonna say. Are we gonna see some changes? We'll find out when we come back.
The Overwatch League is brought to you by T-Mobile, now connecting 99% of Overwatch League fans. Catch your league on America's network, T-Mobile. And by State Farm. Whatever life brings your way, State Farm is here to help life go right.
The Atlanta Reign are hoping to have a perfect weekend here at their home stand, and so far they're in good shape, up 2-0 over the Florida Mayhem at the half. Welcome back, everybody. It is halftime. Malik here with Zoe Brennan Sideshow, as per usual. Guys, the Atlanta Reign, they won that match yesterday, and it looks like they're continuing the ferocity. They're continuing that trend of winning. Are they back to normal so far in this match? Does it look like they're back?
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Atlanta Reign is like they have fantastic moments where they play really, really solid, very coordinated and very clean. Yeah. And then every once in a while, it just starts looking very, very scrappy. I think map 1 was one of those more scrappy scenarios. There were a lot of moments where it didn't feel like they were actually focusing too much. There were not only their own ults being used in a little bit of a scrappy way, but also they didn't do a great job at tracking the ults from their opponents either. Yeah. Just kind of walked into everything.
I definitely feel like the Florida Mayhem as a team are stepping up though over recent times. I mean, we still think of this team as, I mean, that was a sick play as well when Alpha Baby played out. I mean, not intentional because it's almost impossible to predict that, but still at the same time, like an incredible play nonetheless. But we're starting to see different sides of Florida Mayhem. Again, unfortunately, too late into the season. It feels like at this point you know, they can still qualify for the season playoffs, but it's going to take a lot of work, I believe, to do so. I mean, currently sitting it's only 1 win throughout the entire season. But
two. Don't
wins.
put them down.
Sorry?
Don't
Yeah,
put them
2
down.
wins. Still, I mean, it's not any better. But yeah, this is an awkward one as well. I mean, I feel like they built so much and play around BQB Sombra. Bad time to talk about it because he just got dunked by Dogman there. But it feels like almost an over-reliance as well. I mean, who on this squad, with the exception of Sire player, is really known to pop off and be able to play at such a high level and really step up to the big dogs?
They don't really need to, though. I think they showed with their offense, with their defense rather, that they're pretty capable players playing with the team that style. And really, it just came down to Atlanta putting up a stellar defense at the first point. Yeah. Ursta's starting to get to grips with Batiste. He's no rascal just yet, but those immortality fills were mega clutch. And it feels like Atlanta are finally slipping into a better gear as they got towards the end of that map.
I was talking about Florida.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
And he didn't, so there we are.
Well,
Wow.
I think playing in front of their home crowd has definitely reinvigorated the Atlanta Reign. They had a rough stage. They played some of the top teams close, but they struggled a little bit. No, I think they're back. It looks like they're back having their confidence, and that's good. That's good to see. But guys, since we're here in Atlanta, we thought it would be appropriate to have our analysts predict who they think will win this match. The only way we know how, an eating contest. That's right. Let's bring out our fruit. We're going to have the official fruit bowl, and we're not alone, though. We've got Golden Boy in the crowd making sure they let us know who they're rooting for.
That's right. That's right. Here I am in the crowd. Well, actually on the stage with the crowd right here. Look at these beautiful people. You kidding me? This is awesome. All right. So here's how it's going to work. All right. With our fruit eating competition. This is professional, by the way. Josh will be representing the Florida Mayhem, and Zoe will be representing the Atlanta Reign with some Georgia Peaches. So, Malik, we got to get this thing going.
You are right about that indeed. Alex, let's go ahead and put 30 seconds on the clock.
This isn't fair.
Bro,
I have to peel them before I eat them. This is already rigged against me.
Totally fair.
I don't want
Well, you chose the
Overwatch.
Mayhem. I didn't choose them for you, so you have to go for oranges.
All right, well, okay. In the fruit bowl, whoever eats the most fruit is declared the winner. By the way,
What are you doing?
What are you doing? What is this?
What are you doing?
You have an orange poncho?
Don't die on us.
Okay, help him. Okay, we're good.
Oh, he's
All right, he
okay,
didn't kill
he's good.
himself.
All right.
All right. He's got
I mean,
an
very
orange
fitting that you're representing
eating
the
poncho.
Florida Mayhem dressed in a trash bag.
This is definitely watch point, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Wow, Brent.
Wow.
Wow, that was sharp.
Save it for the podcast, Brent.
Yes. Like what Golden Boy said. All right. You guys ready?
Oh, my word.
All right, can we get some time on the clock? Ready? Clock's good. Go.
I'm not even fork.
Ooh, look at Sasha stuffing his face in there. Ooh, he's going hard. He is going in.
Eat the peel,
He is
Josh.
going in.
Eat the peel.
What, you're actually demolishing
Peel it. Why don't you peel it? Why don't you peel it? Oh, you guys can't see this, but Zoe. Oh my God. Wow.
Whoa, Zoe.
Whoa. Oh.
Oh, my word.
Sasha's putting in work. Oh, she's done already.
She's finished, bro.
She's already
She's
finished.
finished, bro.
Where'd it go?
You know
Yo,
what?
you can stop.
Sasha,
Stop.
he's struggling to stuff
Stop.
it in there.
Stop.
All right, time's
Stop.
up. Time's up. Josh, it was a valiant effort, man, but Zoe just made it look easy.
doing?
Bro. She's no juice anywhere.
What do you mean? I demolished 3.5 oranges. There's no way you ate 3.5 peaches.
You know what? It doesn't matter. We should just boo Josh. Just boo Josh. Boo
Everybody
him.
at the arena.
Boo that man.
Everybody at the arena.
And you know what? Boo Brent as well. Just boo them both.
Why are you booing me? I did nothing wrong.
You called them trash yesterday.
You exist. That's all it is. Just boo. Keep booing. Keep booing. Keep booing.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Zoe, how did you?
That's incredible.
Well, that's just how good the peaches here are.
Yeah.
What can I say? Go Atlanta.
I was hoping to have one. I didn't think we were going to eat them all.
They're very delicious, though.
Yeah.
I think this game
Delightful.
was rigged from the beginning.
Oh, rigged.
Yeah.
You're the one to talk.
Oh,
No, I saw you backstage.
Yeah.
Don't even
can't
try.
believe the
Don't
mess
even
you
try
made.
this, Josh.
It doesn't pick up on
Josh,
camera, but-
you know what? Actually, I'm surprised you lost because you cheated before we even started this. Yo, production, bro, that tape of him cheating earlier, eating the oranges beforehand. Look at this. We were just chilling, getting ready, and look at Josh on the side there eating the oranges earlier. You cheated. We caught you red-handed. You cheated, and you still lost.
I was prepping some oranges.
You weren't practicing. You tried to hollow them out and put them back in the bowl.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Yo,
Yeah, clearly it didn't.
Everybody in the arena right now, boo this man.
Boo him.
Boo this man.
Boo.
Boo him.
Boo.
Well deserved.
that. Don't do that. All right, guys. Well, we got one more half to go. The Atlanta Reign. They are one map away from making it a perfect homestand. You guys happy about that? You excited? All right. Well, we're going to get things ready for the second half, and we will be back in just a second, so stay tuned.
They don't just play for a team. They play for every fan, every rival, every moment, every match. And when everyone watching expects the best, they perform with the best.
How do you feel about nuts?
Nuts?
Yeah, nuts, man. You ever have hot nuts? We got all kinds of nuts here. What's up, guys? It's Puckett, and today I'm picking up Masa and Kodak from the Atlanta Reign. We're gonna go down to the farmer's market here in LA and pick up some grilling supplies. This is Access Granted, driven by Toyota. Has it been easy coming out to LA?
It was like a huge surprise when I got signed. Like I didn't imagine that I would be here. Yeah.
Winter here is like summer back home.
Are you worried about that?
Yeah,
you think
I'm
it's
really
gonna get too hot?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll just go live in a freezer or something.
Ready to do some shopping? We're grilling tonight, so let's go to the meat counter.
I like German bratwurst, very rich taste.
Okay.
Yeah, very tasty. You know goulash? Yeah.
Yes. Do you make any?
No, I can't. I'm not a good cook.
Now I gotta get some vegetables. What do you guys like?
Hell no. Just meat.
That's my life. So, what's the weirdest thing about being a professional now?
Sometimes you have to do like these emotes and stuff, you know, in front of camera.
Is it weird having all the cameras pointed at you when you're playing on the main stage?
No, you don't mind them. You just like zone out completely.
Toughest guy on the team?
I'd probably say Erster. He doesn't say much. He kicks back.
Ursa,
And he just licks his, yeah.
Ursa's pretty sad.
So that's why we got him some rainbow unicorns and a neck tattoo of a snake.
Exactly.
There we go. Balanced. So what is the secret to being a great booper, aka a Lucio god?
The more you play the game, more you see like every railing that you can boop people off. You see an opportunity there.
All right, boys. What do you say we get out of here?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's do it.
After we got these nuts.
All right, Kodak, you carry the nuts.
Okay, I'm carrying these nuts. Let's go.
I had so much fun today talking with Masa and Kodak. Big shout out to the guys for coming on Access Granted.
Welcome back from halftime, everybody. Right now, your Atlanta Reign up 2-0 over the Florida Mayhem. Florida making it look like they might make it close at the beginning of Rise of the Tuna Colony, but kind of falling apart a little bit after that.
I mean, those maps were quite close. Atlanta Reign had to hold off with a pretty epic defense on Horizon after a large time bank was accrued by the Florida Mayhem. They won the first point on Ilios, so that they are showing they are a dangerous team in these circumstances.
Yeah.
Florida Mayhem are a team that is on the rise, improving seemingly week to week.
Yep, that's right. And we actually have some substitutions coming in. So let's see what the swaps are going to be. Looks like Hagopin subbing in for Byram. A little bit surprising that they didn't start with him since Hagopin has been playing so well. Like, if you could target anyone on the Florida Mayhem that's been really kind of showing a lot of progress aside from maybe Saya player, Hagopin's been playing great.
Yeah, he has. Byram did have some nice pickoffs, though, on those first couple of maps. So certainly not Byram's fault that they are down in that scenario. And we are going to be heading now to Eichenwalde as our next map.
That's right. Heading to Hybrid, going to Eichenwalde, seeing if Florida Mayhem can start the comeback. And you're right, I think Byram played just fine. And with that 12-man roster that Florida has now, you really do need to do some experimentation to kind of figure things out, you know. And sometimes putting a new player on a big stage like this is the best way to kind of gauge how much you're going to be able to use them in the future.
Yeah, it looks like we do see Florida just sticking with the rest of their roster. We briefly saw the likes of players like Gladiator and DPI.
Yep.
But they looked still like they needed more integration into this team. Florida seems like they are sticking with a core that has already developed that synergy. Mayhem have drawn here on Eichenwalde, but they have not taken a win yet. Rain 50% at 2-2, but a chance for Atlanta to just go ahead and close out this series.
Let's see if they can do that. They are on the attack first. First on the Widowmaker. A little bit of scouting going on early on. Going to go for that high-flying shot. Nobody, though, showing their faces for Florida. Wisely so. And it's going to be the swap. Looks like it's going to be something a bit different. Okay, yeah, they are going for the DPS look with that. Triple DPS coming out from Atlanta Reign.
They see no Winston, they see no Moira, so they know they can just go ahead and poke in right now.
Yep.
So be very effective for the Atlanta Reign Erster. Known as a DPS player in Korea, obviously transitioning into another role here for the 3-3 meta, but now back on the Pharah.
And the pressure really coming in from that far. Now Saya player taking a lot of damage. Low health, alive for the moment. Fate, though, really hard to avoid those rockets, and they're coming in from straight above you. But look at that. Zephyr goes up for the kill onto Erster. Atlanta Reign with the 5v6.
And they saw that opportunity because the Mercy was off. Healing Popo, who was low on the Wrecking Ball, but it may not matter.
Yep, FRD and Baby Bay both picking up big kills. Onto the Zarya, onto the Lucio. Now the Dragon Strike comes through. Fate taking a lot of damage out of that one. Gets a bit of healing, but Atlanta Reign slowly grinding through this first point, and that should be point A.
All right, Dragon Strike there from Baby Bay. Good just to separate the tank line from the point. Start to apply that pressure, as Dragon Strike is so often used mostly as a zoning tool. You feel lucky you could actually get an elimination in a corridor with it. Florida Mayhem now going to make the adjustment. Fate moves over to Winston, but they might still have some issues. We'll see. Atlanta Reign looks like they'll be swapping their comp as well.
Yeah, going for the 3-2-1 FRD on that Sober now, and he nearly has the EMP already. Coming in from behind, Florida Mayhem don't know he's there. There it is, big EMP, and he gets Chris and Saya player. So the support's unable to help out as much as they would normally. Popo going for the charge, moved out of the way at the last moment, but that payload will gain a bit of progress.
Florida Mayhem trying to just use aggression there to get the initial pickup before FRD can get in position for the EMP. Had to run quite a ways. They got there in the nick of time for Atlanta to start cleaning up that fight and get some more movement on the payload. But Florida now have a lot of ultimates.
Yeah.
And with Atlanta Reign swapping outside of the Sombra, this might be a bit tricky for the Reign.
Yeah, like you're saying, this is kind of Florida's big opportunity here to get a bit of stability on the defense. They've taken control of the payload. Atlanta Reign knows these ultimates must be up. They've got to kind of respect that. You can see they're a little bit tentative about moving forward here. Finally escaping into the castle. Dogman, though, not so lucky. Saya player with a kill there. Zephyr thinking about the self-destruct, deciding they don't need it. And what a great fight for Florida, really only using that Transcendence to win it.
Yeah, they got low, but they were successfully carved off Dogman, and Dogman was the only one on the Atlanta side who actually had an ultimate available. It was clear that it was going to be a couple of economy pushes unless Atlanta Reign got an extremely good pickoff. Now Florida forced to use only that Transcendence in the rally, feeling all right.
Yeah, they might need that transcendence pretty soon. Baby Bay getting close to his grab. Chris is going to have the sound barrier. BQB with the grab first. No counter shatter comes in for Popo. Knocks down Saya player. But the transcendence is there from Hagelput. Oh, there's the EMP though. Chris able to get the sound barrier off just in time, but no, not in time to save Fate. And Atlanta Reign managed to push that payload forward. A crucial kill onto the Ryan here, and now Baby Bay getting aggressive. They know they've got the advantage. Why not press it? Great end to that fight from Atlanta Reign. Nice delay from Chris at the end there, actually, stopping the payload from getting as far as you'd think it going. I don't know, that might give Florida a last-ditch effort at the end of B if they choose to fight it.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to come in. They can make some space here with the self-destruct. They'll probably shoot it through the window.
Yep.
Actually, it's going to come around the side.
All right. Good try. Self-destruct goes up high. Sound barrier for Atlanta Reign. No kills out of that self-destruct, but Masa boots Hagelput off the edge. Masa, you saw in that interview, he's always looking for those environmental kills, and Baby Bay leaping over the top to help Urster pick up a few more. And that should be point B for Atlanta Reign.
Atlanta Reign seems like they've gotten their ult economy under control. Halftime pep talk.
Yep. Maybe.
Seems to have had some effect here, because now they're not throwing away a lot of these ults any longer. Starting to play a little bit more efficiently, and it's yielding a pretty fast time here on Eichenwalde.
That's really the story of Atlanta. A team with incredible mechanical gifts, but they just need to calm down a little bit sometimes and make sure you use those ultimates at the right time.
Oh boy.
Oh, PQB just gets roasted. Goodbye, Fate. Baby Bay starting to really pop off on this Zarya here. This might be a pretty quick point C.
Yeah, that's going to be it for the Florida Mayhem. Most likely on this map, they can clog the choke point right now with the Graviton Surge. Baby Bay already setting up on the flank here from the spawn doors. Popo there as well, throwing some fire strikes through. There's the grab.
And no one's going to get there. I don't think so. No, Atlanta Reign. Great grab at the end from Baby Bay to seal the attack. And that's a really good time for Reign at the end there.
And you have to send some people through the other door.
Yeah.
If you're the Florida Mayhem. Or you have to eat that Graviton Surge. It's not going to happen as he throws it right into a wall. So Atlanta Reign, much cleaner after the halftime break.
And we'll see if Florida can do better when they attack right after this.
Coca-Cola is the official refreshment of the Overwatch League.
Minutes and 43 seconds on the time bank for the Atlanta Reign. Solid attack run for them. Now it's Florida's turn. See if Atlanta Reign can get the defense going.
And they're going back to Urster on the Batiste. It was so successful on that Horizon point A defense, so why not continue with it right now? Florida Mayhem, they do decide to use that multi-DPS composition. They actually have to kill the Immortality Field this time. They were not focus firing it earlier.
And here we go. Florida Mayhem, the door is open and the attack begins. Going for that DPS look for the moment. They might change it out, but they've liked this look before, so I don't think so. Oh, BQB. Yeah, they are going to switch it. Okay. Yeah, going back to possibly the 3-3 here.
Yeah, the reason why they're going to the 3-3 is that even though San Francisco is excellent at using the 3-3 Batiste composition, when you can close the gap quickly, when you can speed boost in, it's much more efficient to have that Brigitte with the AoE healing and the displacement that she offers. So good swap right now. Florida Mayhem also making those halftime adjustments when they see the Batiste again.
Yeah, going to try to jump on this Batiste when he drops down, but for now, look at all that poke coming out from Atlanta Reign. Fate and BQB just simply bullied off the point.
Have to back up, try and heal up right now on that tank line before they can come back in. And they can't keep taking this damage on the approach before they activate the Inspire on the Brigitte.
Yep. Absolutely right. That's one thing that the Batiste does help still with, is to make that poke happen. Florida Mayhem, though, trying to get aggressive now. There's the amplification matrix, though. You gotta wait for that one to be done, because, man, that's a lot of damage. And that's a lot of healing through there. Hagopun on top of Atlanta, though, with the Transcendence, trying to get aggressive. Immortality Field gets destroyed, but none of the members of Atlanta do. In fact, Atlanta turning it around onto Florida, and that attack is stuffed again.
Florida is having a lot of problems focusing down the Immortality Field again. Erster uses it to save most of the Atlanta Reign. A lot of pro players, you know, you'll hear that call come out instantly and the focus will go down. And take a look at Pokemo's Shatter here as well. During the Transcendence, the Immortality Field not time for Fate. And the rest of them cleaned up.
Just completely catching Fate off guard. You don't see that happen too often, but that's a tall payload. Sometimes you can get the animation off before they realize what's happening.
Let's take a look at it right now. Masa nearly there to the sound barrier. BQB gonna try and shoot the Graviton in.
All right, this is a grab. All right, BQB carved off by Baby Bane. Looking like another bum attack for the Florida Mayhem.
So BQB, I think, he was picked up by the charge there before he had a chance to counter grab. FRD protecting just long enough with the defense matrix in order for Baby Bay to get the successful Graviton surge up. But Masa now has a sound barrier, so he can come up big again.
Yeah.
And Dogman a little more poking, and they'll have Transcendence as well.
Yeah, they should have it for the next fight. Shouldn't be tough at all. They're just going to pop the amplification matrix right away, get the damage through there, get people their ultimates, and just delay. You put down that amplification matrix, sometimes it's like a free 10 seconds that they can't push.
Yeah, and they did it to get trans faster. So, like you say, delay in time is a bonus. They also get that Transcendence because they know the Graviton is there.
I went for the same kind of move with that Shatter, but this time Pokepo not catching as many. Zephyr tries to push his mech off at the end for the self-destruct, and now Pokepo in trouble. Here comes the grab. Erster down as well. Immortality Field not lasting too long this time, and it looks like Florida Mayhem may finally be able to claim the payload.
Florida Mayhem had a different game plan coming in. They used the sound barrier proactively and charged into the rain formation, separating Pokepo from the rest. So that was not an expected move from the Atlanta Reign side. They did not expect Florida to come in using one of their support ultimates in order to enact that attack.
So, the payload finally moving in Florida. Only about 250 on the clock, though. They're going to have to move fast through B to give themselves the best chance to tie it up.
It has another Graviton surge.
Got the grab, but not much damage on that Zarya. Low energy right now. Oh, Chris could take it out. Great whip shot from Erster, actually, to start that one off, and now it's all clean up. Oh, yeah. Man, Saya player in trouble too. Erster just busting in there like the Kool-Aid man and taking out the back lines.
I mean, Erster's been fantastic this match so far. Really bailing out the Atlanta Reign in a lot of situations, and that was another one. They don't have to use the Graviton. Hagopun was saving the Transcendence for the grab that never came, so good for the Reign to win a fight and start to equalize an ult economy without having to use much on their side.
Yep. Now they got the spawn camp going. Zephyr trying to loop around the side to put a little bit of flanking pressure on, but taking a lot of damage himself to it. Man, the Atlanta Reign have been so good at applying the poke damage. Whenever Florida tries to walk in, and look at that! Baby Bay somehow manages to finish off Hagopun. Fate goes for a bit of a desperation Shatter. I'm not sure why you do that when you're fighting the 5v6 anyway, but man, Florida Mayhem certainly looking desperate now, and they should be. If they lose this map, they lose the series.
Shatter is not the most consequential ultimate in 3-3, so sometimes you just have to go for it and hope your enemy's going to drop your shield. They need to get that payload moving. As you're saying, the clock is coming down to 1:20 now, and they still have a long way to go here through Eichenwalde.
Yep. And Baby Bay's got the grab even.
on top of the 6 ultimates for Atlanta Reign. This is their map to lose right now. They've got all the cards. Grab use, there's a Transcendence. Coming from Hagopen, self-destruct. No kills from that, but here's the Shatter. Poco not picking up everybody. Ooh, that self-destruct gets 2. You saw it before it happened. The members of Florida Mayhem just not able to get behind cover. Hagopen manages to get the double kill, trying to get the bloodthirsty support to carry his team to success here. And Atlanta Reign finally does have to give up ground. Hagopen with 3 in that fight, really bailing out his team.
Dogman was trying to use Transcendence to save Popo, but he was just a little bit too late. He couldn't save Baby Bay earlier because line of sight wasn't there. Baby Bay was trapped on the other side of a wall during the Graviton Surge. So I like that he saved it, but Dogman at the end of that fight ends up not having much use for the Transcendence at all.
Florida Mayhem gonna be in overtime no matter what. At the end of B, they have to win pretty much every fight, or literally every fight, for the rest of this round. More or less, Atlanta Reign on the verge of going 2-0 in their own homestand weekend. If they can win this fight right here, they'll have it. Can they do it? Florida Mayhem with the ultimate advantage right now, though. Atlanta have to play it safe, but overtime has commenced, and that bar is gonna drop fast. If Florida back off the payload for one moment, Hagopen going in, they're getting aggressive. Florida Mayhem trying to push Atlanta Reign back. Transcendence used, but oh no, the Diva knocked off Urser with the big play. The charge down, and Denver could not get back on. Fate taken out in Atlanta Reign. It looks like this is where this map ends. They got it. Atlanta Reign win the series. One more map to go, but it's 2-0 for the home team.
And let's talk about Urster Doa, who is having a monster day.
Yeah.
Overall, the hero once again, another win shot. He's on Brigitte. You know, he's also playing that Batiste to a great level, and he is helping the Atlanta Reign tonight.
I mean, it's beautiful stuff, right? Tracking that Diva charge cooldown, knowing it's not up, getting the whip shot at just the right time. Atlanta Reign doing well. Map 4 coming up.
The Overwatch League is powered by Intel. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7. And by Omen by HP, the official PC and display of the Overwatch League.
The Atlanta Reign have sealed up the match. They got the 2-0 this weekend. They beat the Florida Mayhem, but we still have one more map to go. And remember, it's important for Atlanta Reign, a team that's still looking at trying to make that playoff play-in at the end of Stage 4, and you really need every map you can get in order to ensure your chances.
Yeah, that's why going 2-0 this weekend was so important for them. After today, they'll only have 7 matches left in Stage 4 to try and climb into that top 12 position. I think they're definitely capable of doing this. They are a top 12 team in this league, just with a rough patch in terms of strength of schedule here in Stage 3.
Absolutely, and being able to get a 4-0 here today against Florida Mayhem is huge. That's another +4 in your map differential. You make up a big bit of ground with that.
Yeah, you absolutely do. So Of course, we do look at that as the primary tiebreaker. Let's take a look right now at the standings coming in. As you can see, the Reign, they're in that 13th position. Hunter's in charge, tied for 11th right now. But that win, look at the map differential. If they go up today, they're going to be at 0, and that means they're going to take that 11th place spot.
Yeah, could be. They could jump right up there right now.
Yeah, and that map differential is absolutely huge. Having a 9-12 record with potentially a 0 map differential is very important because they've been dominant in the matches that they've won, and they played good teams very close. We look at some of their records against top teams, like going to Game 5 against teams like the Shock. So they haven't been falling down in that very important metric that could mean the difference between a play-in spot and just sitting at home during the playoffs.
Yep, that's right. Well, we have a substitution going into our 4th and final map. It's going to be the one, the only, Enlair subbing in for FRD. Gets his chance to shine on stage.
I thought definitely it was going to be Daco coming in, but instead Enlair. So we might be seeing some Widowmaker looks here.
Yeah.
On this last map, almost certainly a multi-DPS composition coming through.
I was definitely expecting Daco as well, but hey, got to give him a chance to play in front of the home crowd, right?
Absolutely. So Enlair going to be back in this lineup for the Atlanta Reign. Here on Dorado, a map that is very popular for Pharah and Widowmaker play.
Indeed, we are going to Dorado, our escort map. Atlanta Reign on the attack. Florida Mayhem will be taking up the defense first. And we'll see if the Reign can get that 4-0.
Reign 50% on this map, just like the last one. And it will be an attack first on the Reign side. So Florida Mayhem looks like we'll be looking at a triple DPS composition that's very popular on these Dorado defenses right now.
Yeah.
Will not be a Roadhog here from Florida, however. They are opting into single tank, 3 DPS, and 2 supports.
Dorado's been a fun map to watch lately because we have been seeing so much more DPS. And it's true, home teams are 4-0 in homestand matches this season. Dallas going 2-0 on their weekend. Now Atlanta 2-0 yesterday and today.
Hey, you know, it's mostly a psychological thing, right? That the crowd,
home team buff,
can be a powerful advantage that teams have.
And
Dials you right in, you feel the support, puts the pressure on you to win, and home teams have been delivering.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, this double sniper look is pretty neat too, in that the Hanzo can Sonic Arrow and kind of give Enlair a little bit of extra vision to try to find those picks on the Widowmaker. Probably see that a few times here and there. Ooh, that was close. That was really close. Saya player, ooh, gets to kill the Dogman and Enlair. At the end of the day, Saya player is one of the best Widowmakers in our league. So if you're gonna go up against that guy, you gotta be ready. You can't give him angles like that.
He was one of the reasons the Florida Mayhem picked up that recent upset against the Houston Outlaws.
Yeah.
His Widowmaker play was stellar. Even last year when the Florida Mayhem were struggling, he was one of the big bright spots on the team. Did fail to grapple there, but it doesn't matter.
It was all part of the plan. He wanted to think he was going high. Perfect play. Wow. Well, except for the other maps. Florida Mayhem. Decent defense, and there we go. Saya player again, finding his 4th headshot kill of this map already. And it's hard to get back to this guy. You really got to win the sniper war if you're going to take this out. Yeah, you can see it. They're trying to flank him. Baby Bay going around the side. Venom Mine giving him a bit of vision.
And right now, we're waiting to see what's going to happen because the EMP is down. Urster managed to take out BQB. So a bit of a touch-and-go situation for Florida, especially with Baby Bay picking up another elimination. The spawn going to be pretty kind here to the Atlanta Reign.
Yeah, eventually you're going to break through this. Most teams will. It's really tough to hold that long. As soon as somebody drops in, the respawns become a big thing.
They're also playing back into the EMP. Enlair has abandoned the Widowmaker for the time being.
Yeah.
Busting out the Sombra skills, and they're just going to throw the dragons through because Baby Bay is likely going to switch anyway. So just making some room there to ensure that there wasn't going to be another contest on the card.
Right. Now, Florida Mayhem, a lot of ultimates coming online now, and they could get an early defense on B if they choose to. And Baby Bay on that Widowmaker now, as Enlair swaps over to the Sombra. Baby Bay down again. Saya player has really been popping off this map so far. even as they do finally get some ground. It's going to be the Nano Boost onto Zephyr as they try to win a fight and stop the payload.
And Nano Boost onto both bars, in fact, and we're going to see a little bit longer here for Erster, so he's going to get the advantage at the end.
Yeah, Erster putting the damage on Masa, comes in, floats in and gets a headshot kill with the Mercy on Chris, but Zephyr right there for the air-to-air. Yeah, Baby coming back with a kill of his own. It's a brawl right now. But Atlanta Reign managed to come out on top to keep that payload moving.
Yeah, Baby back on that Widowmaker, a hero that he played so much for the early stages of the San Francisco Shock last year. And with having Enlair and Baby in the lineup, they can swap up. Obviously, Enlair feeling a little bit more comfortable on the Sombra, perhaps, than Baby does.
Yep, and you don't really need the double sniper after point A anyway. You can still run it, but you don't often do it. Whoa, yeah, you only need one. You only need one sniper right now, clearly. If you're Atlanta Reign, 3 kills for Baby. All right, yeah, all you need's a Widow. Nice stagger onto Chris here. What a play. What a play from Baby. Oh,
he's not going to stop, Doa.
Why not, man?
He's not going to stop.
The switch has been flipped. It's on now. Goodbye, and oh yeah, there's the tactical crouching. Yep, let him know. Make him remember you.
Baby's got 9 eliminations and 8 final blows right now, Doa.
That's one of the biggest Widowmaker turnaround swings I think I've ever seen. Saya player looking so good in the first couple stages here. First couple points on Dorado, but now it's all Baby. EMP coming in, Enlair wants a piece of the action as well. Maybe set things up for Baby. Venomine out, Erster now over on the Tracer.
They're trying to just hide behind the shield right now.
Yeah.
In the back, that's actually a successful play by Saya player. Use that Brigida shield to hide Hagapen.
I think Atlanta Reign may need to give a bit of ground here as Dogman did go down. Went for the D-Mech and he got it, but he got afterwards. Whoa, what a duel. Wow, Enlair finally with the kill onto Chris here. Megaput onto Poco, and finally Florida getting something. A little bit of stability here. There's a stick, and Zephyr D-Mech again before BQB finds the kill. So Atlanta Reign kind of messing around here, getting a lot of kills, making a lot of flashy plays, but they do need to go back and regroup.
Yeah, they got split up right there, got a little bit cocky.
Yeah, now the swaps come in.
And opted into this very scattered fight around the point. Ends up that Poco off by himself trying to zone out of Brigida. It doesn't end up working as the DPS from the Florida Mayhem going crazy. Zephyr now switching over towards the Zarya. They want to come in with their 3-2-1 on the Reinhardt. Both teams going to be mirror comp.
Right, they want to be able to do more damage as well. Dogman with the Nano Boost. BQB though looking to win this fight with the EMP. Gets a few people. Dogman gets the Nano Boost off anyway. Bait with the kill onto Erster though, and now Atlanta Reign in a little bit of trouble. 6v5, Poco backing away. No, it's a 5v5 as Chris goes down. BQB searching for the hacks, but he can't get it. There's one finally on Namasa. Gonna go down anyway. EMP used though by Atlanta. They're trying to turn it around with the Earth Shatter. Zarya's shield on the Saya player though, and I don't know, man. Atlanta Reign clinging to life here in this fight. They can kill Zephyr. Oh, that's huge! Zephyr had so much energy, and now he's dead, but Florida Mayhem still win the fight. It was good to get rid of the Zarya, though. It's going to make it a bit easier for Atlanta Reign on the return fight.
Yeah, Baby also retained a lot of his energy. Was it 100 when he decided to bounce out of that fight? Now has the Graviton Surge.
Yeah.
Waiting for that last percentage. So the return fight here from the Reign could be strong. They'll wait for the effects of that Biotic Grenade to wear off. Get a little bit more healing. Florida Mayhem not looking at any ults right now. So close is BQB, and he's going to get it because Enlair has slept. So that buys them the time they need to get the EMP online.
Yep. Florida Mayhem getting a little bit of an opportunity. EMP onto Atlanta Reign. Poco down immediately. Now the grab comes in onto Florida, but the sound barrier is there. That's another Baby grab that I think that Atlanta Reign is going to want back.
I think using it when your team's already been EMP'd or you're expecting that EMP, maybe you just eco push into that one and test your luck, because at least they forced the sound barrier, but I mean, you'll trade that for the EMP every time if you're the Florida Mayhem.
He saw fate right in front of a few vulnerable members of Reign with his shatter available, but they might as well save that for the next fight, not to mention he was looking at Dogman, and I would not be surprised to see Dogman land asleep. Fate tries to shatter.
Only 20 seconds
They're
left.
Hold it.
They need Enlair to get this EMP up quickly.
Grab for Florida. Sound barrier for Atlanta. EMP for Enlair. And Zephyr is down. Atlanta Reign turning it around already. Goodbye, Fate.
And this is the fight that Atlanta Reign was looking for. And now that payload is moving, and they might be able to finish it right here, but they got to get somebody on the payload.
He's got 5 players around the payload right now.
Yep, that's right. Finally gets back on there. BQB and Hagafin go down, and now they got to guard the door. Need to finish fast. They are in overtime right now. BQB dies before he gets to use his EMP. There's the shatter. Doesn't work out. Atlanta Reign just need a few more kills, but Florida Mayhem's respawns are right there.
EMP's gonna come back out
there
now.
It is! EMP on everybody, including Baby Bay. Baby Bay can't use the grab. Popo down. Oh no! Florida Mayhem may have found a defense right at the end of this. They got the grab from Baby Bay, but can they kill Fate? Zarya Shield comes in just in time, and now Ursa is down. Florida Mayhem trying to turn it around, but an EMP from Endlayer, not enough, and Florida Mayhem at the very end look like they might be able to secure this one. Not enough members of Atlanta are going to be able to get back there, and that's where the payload stops. Clutch defense at the end for Atlanta Reign, but a good push overall, nearly getting it done.
Yeah, Atlanta nearly pushing through the map. Mayhem able to defend at the end of point C. So it's a chance here for Mayhem to bounce back and at least take one map in this series, but they basically have to complete the entirety of Dorado.
Yeah. Chance to win the map. But the attacks for Florida have been very up and down in this series. Mostly down.
Yeah, they've really struggled, I have to say, against what we've seen from the Atlanta Reign so far, especially those Batiste defenses. But they may not run that this time. Take a look at our crowd here. Full house
crowd
here in
pretty
Atlanta.
Psyched. All the way up to the rafters. Getting to see their team take the 2-0 this weekend. Doesn't get much better than that. One more match of Overwatch to go after this, but Atlanta fans already know they're going home happy. Especially get that guy that got the mascot's head yesterday.
He was super happy.
He's probably happiest of all, yeah. Hopefully that pops up on social media at some point. Or eBay, we'll see, one of the two places.
Interesting. So Atlanta are actually playing Endlayer on the Hanzo and Baby on the Widowmakers. Maybe there's a confidence issue. Both players able to perform on the snipers, but Baby has been popping off on the Widow, so it has been hard to argue. And Dogman, surprisingly, coming in with a Soldier 76.
Quad DPS for Atlanta Reign on the defense. Interesting. Just trying to dominate right out of spawn.
I think this might be a few style points here.
I think so.
From the Atlanta Reign, seeing if they can stop them with this quad DPS composition at A.
Yep. That's what happens when in my rank games I just say play what you're comfortable with, and then I regret it. Hagafin down already though. Dogman gets a pick on the Soldier. Sleep dart onto Pokebo though. They still can't take advantage of it though.
Yeah, Halt though.
Yep.
Providing some opportunities. Hagafin is going to get revived, but it's not going to matter very much because...
Whoa, there we go. The thing is, this Orisa shield is not going to last very long against all the damage coming in from Atlanta. This Orisa is going to be hard to use here.
Certainly isn't, and they're also going to be able to get the opportunity to res Erster. So back to full strength are the Atlanta Reign. Having that high ground with the Soldier 76, hard to flank him if you're going to be playing a Sombra, and that's why we're going to see BQB switch off now to the Roadhog.
Yep.
He's got a lot of potential hook targets. They swapped to a pick composition.
Just trying to find anything again. BQB, good hook onto Endlayer. That's something. That's a start.
And they can't res him either. He's now behind the payload. Halt hook combination, definitely what you want against these squishy targets. And Pokebo will not last very long. He does get revived because there was the Orisa barrier there to protect him during the res animation.
A sneaky res from Masa manages to get in there. Get that res, it's big. A Zephyr coming around from behind. The attack trying to flank a little bit here. On board with Hagafin now. As he tries to decide who to put the nano boost on, it's gonna go on to Zephyr here. As he goes for the 1v1. Ooh man. That's a nano boost used on air-to-air rockets. That's a little bit tricky here. Finally goes after Dogman. Dogman, he's got his ultimate now. Tag Visor. Oh, he doesn't even need it. Gets the kill onto Zephyr. And now Atlanta, a lot of ultimates to use with the defense. Not even a point taken yet by Florida.
I'm not sure the best use of that nano boost was chasing Erster around the skies and trying to hit air-to-air rockets. So,
you think so?
Yeah, there are some pretty nice ground targets there he could have gone after instead. And now Florida Mayhem go back to spawn. Gonna be swapping off right now back to a bunker buster double sniper composition.
Okay.
But it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time to build up to that Dragon Strike, and Atlanta Reign are going to be able to hit them right back through that Orisa barrier with a Dragon Strike of their own as they come through a choke point.
Right. Ours are looking for that sneaky
Baby on a long flank right now.
Gets spotted and layered down. BQB with a good pick early on, and now Dogman trying to fire with that tac visor, but just firing into the shields. Kind of what that's basically Soldier 76 in a nutshell right now in Overwatch. It's hard to get through all those shields. Ooh, nice shot from Saya. Taking out the headshots, and whoa, Masa, the flyby. Saya players having none of it. Now that payload moves.
Yeah, you had to get that Dragon Strike out earlier if you're end layer. You allowed them to set up and get the Halt Hook combo on you again. So he is the first one to fall in that fight. Florida Mayhem translate that player advantage into point A. So they will keep moving here into point B on Dorado.
Yeah. Atlanta Reign swapping Dogman over the Ana now. I tried to go for that point A hold, didn't work out. Now switching to something a bit more normal on point B. A little bit more anyway. Halt hook. Oh, BQB gets halted himself. Can't land the hook. Got knocked out of kilter there with that one. Has to back away. And with that Roadhog on the other side, that anti-heal from Dogman is going to become so important.
Already taking a flight into the air. Side player trying to get an angle here, but you do have actually Zephyr behind the formation of the Atlanta Reign.
Not anymore. Baby Bay takes him out. Ah, there goes side player as well. End layer finds him with the storm arrows. And Florida Mayhem have to back away again.
A little bit more ult charge there with a final shot onto BQB. And Atlanta Reign going to be using that Infrasight a bit early here, actually, before a lot of the respawns come in. Everybody's going to go ahead and hide and spawn.
Oh,
Hagapun. He's going to hide in the afterlife.
Yep. Hide in the boat crossing the river Styx for a little while.
There's not a lot of room in there to hide.
Nope. Well, he'll be back soon. It's okay.
He'll be back soon.
Giving up the space to somebody else. Erster still lurking above. He's gonna get spotted again, of course.
This is ridiculous for Baby May.
It is.
Just on a one-man mission. Gonna pick up the mega health pack, but he's got two players chasing after him.
Yep. Doesn't matter. BQB dies to the Venom behind. Oh no. Long wall to climb up there. Zephyr finally hunts down BQB. Big bounty on that one, I'm sure.
I mean, there's just no point to doing
layer. End layer. Trapping him in the corner. And nice sleep dart. Gets pulled out. Lives. Turns into Hanzo. Wow. That's amazing. Magic trick. Zephyr gets 2 there. Now here comes the Dragon Strike from Atlanta Reign. Zephyr gets 3 now on the Pharah as Florida continue to try to just get the payload out of the end of A, basically.
That's been a silly attack so far from the Florida Mayhem. Baby Bay drawing 2 members all the way back. Erster still picking up kills, though.
I mean, this was after all the work. Gets 4 kills after the work that Zephyr did on the Pharah. Doesn't matter. In the end, Atlanta Reign finally everybody dropping in. We'll see if there's any more changes, but I think Atlanta just kind of having fun with this one.
I mean, it doesn't even matter that Erster got all those kills. As he switched,
there
people
we
got
go.
excited for Torbjorn, but then it was actually Tracer.
Oh, but Tracer's cool. I know, she's like on the box and everything.
The crowd loves her.
I don't know.
We saw that earlier.
She's our Overwatch League logo character. I don't know.
The exciting Hammer 1v1.
That was fun. That was pretty sick. It's all about that bolt core timing. We learned. Yeah, Zephyr. All right, they've got the Infrasight. They can see Dogman with a big pick on the BQB here, and now they're going after him. Operation Eliminate Dogman is successful. They're going to take End Layer with them. Chris gets a res on a BQB. Baby Bay goes in there. Mercy with the blaster out. Doesn't matter. Zephyr grabs another one. So going for the kills. But look at this. Less than 10 seconds remaining. And Pokebo takes Zephyr out as well. Goodbye, Pokebo. Can anyone get the payload? Nobody! Nobody even gets to the payload. And that's how it ends. That is how it ends. Atlanta Reign gets the 4-0 and completes the 2-0 in matches here in front of the home crowd.
Smile on the face of Dogman was a silly ending to a silly round.
It was. A silly time and a fun time at the end of the day. Why not? Atlanta Reign, the team, definitely going home happy here.
And picking up a couple of really necessary wins.
Yep.
On their path to the season play-ins.
Yeah.
They won't have a chance to get in the stage playoffs this time, but they're still working towards that bigger goal that will come at the end of stage 4.
A great debut for Atlanta Reign, at least in their home city. And fans here, I think, have a lot to look forward to next year.
Take a look at this Florida Mayhem team, too. Kept it very close on the first couple of maps.
Yep, that's right. So after going 0-5 this stage, coming into the weekend, 2-0, strong finish for what was a very difficult stage for them, but at least keeping themselves in the running for that overall play-in for the playoffs at the end of stage 4. Now let's send it over to Emily, who's got the whole team standing by for an interview.
Wow, what a perfect homestand for the Atlanta Reign. Congrats again to you boys. Now, Baby Bay, you guys managed to lock down 2 wins in your house. And it was so important for you guys to get a perfect homestand. So tell us, what's going on through your head right now?
Honestly, we're just so grateful that you guys came and put on this amazing show of fandomship. I just wish you guys were there for all of our games, honestly. But thank you guys so much. You guys are the best, and honestly, we couldn't have done it without you guys.
Where's Masa? Masa, hey! Now, Masa, you're someone who really elevated your performance here in front of the home crowd this weekend. So did the crowd motivate your play?
Yeah, like I had a couple of rough spots between the stage overall, but I think like I'm starting to get hang of like how to like perform on like high pressure situations, and it's getting better.
Awesome, thank you. Now, last but not least, one of the most outspoken members on the Atlanta Reign, Dogman. Do you have any last words for your fans?
I have a couple thank yous, if anything. Thank you to Cox, thank you to Coca-Cola for making this trip so amazing. And thank you so much to the fans of Atlanta Reign and everybody in Atlanta. We love you so much, thank you guys!
That's all I have down here for you guys. Back to the casters.
Thank you, Emily. Great interview. I think fandomship is probably my favorite new word. Thanks, Baby Bay, for inventing that one right there.
That's a good one.
It was, fandomship. There you go. Add it to the dictionary. It'd be nice. Well, great end for Atlanta Reign here. Let's take a look at the season standings overall to see where Atlanta Reign end up now after that one, no doubt. Gonna put them a little bit further again towards making that playoff play-in at the end of stage 4, and they know it. Soaking in the adulation of the crowd, of course.
That's a nice time, and yeah, that should put them in position to be in the top 12 after that victory. So at this point, that play-in spot is theirs to lose, and if they can continue this hot streak, there is a chance for them to make that top 8. As you can see, they move into sole possession of the 11th place seed. You have to believe that they are probably on an upward trajectory.
Yeah, and if you look at the teams above them, Fuel has a -10 map differential, Fusion -1, a couple more wins, and Reign could really start to jump up there in the standings.
Yeah, absolutely. Even the teams that are well ahead of them, look at the Shanghai Dragons, only at +1.
Yep, that's right. So it was an exciting series. Let's take a look at the end of that last one, as again, you know, Florida needed to get to that payload, but nobody really decided to do that. I mean, the Dragon Strike was on the payload, but that doesn't help out. Those Dragons don't care. They're out of there. Those Dragons are going to like some other map right now, man. They don't care about that payload. Doesn't work like that.
Has been a day of some C9s for us to...
It has indeed. Well, let's take a look at our player of the match by Omen, by HP. It is Erster. That's right. The Brigida extraordinaire, flexing onto the DPS, flexing on to the Batiste. This guy was getting all the kills all the right times, the crowd control, the shield bashes, everything was great.
He really had an outstanding day today overall, playing a large variety of heroes, and his clutchness was really it. Take a look at that. Nice move off the edge, helps them win that fight and shut down the Mayhem attack there in overtime. Also, his Batiste play great overall, even flexing over to the Pharah, which we would more closely align with him prior to his entrance into the Overwatch League.
Yeah, that's right, and he does have that background of coming in as a DPS player initially and then flexing onto the flex tank role, and that's the kind of player you really need if you're going to take your team to the playoffs. A player that can swap it up to multiple roles when the situation calls for it.
Yeah, absolutely. That flexibility serving the Atlanta Reign quite well. Well, very fun to have them go 2-0 here at their homestand weekend.
That's right. So don't go anywhere, guys. One more match to go here at the Atlanta homestand weekend. Gonna be the New York Excelsior taking on the Toronto Defiant. Should be a fun time. We'll see you there.
The Overwatch League is brought to you by T-Mobile, now connecting 99% of Overwatch League fans. Catch your league on America's network, T-Mobile.